Hi, and welcome to Lesson 4 for God's Glory Among the Nations. The lesson is on your role in the missionary task. You've gone through the mission of God, the mission of the church, and then missionary task, and now you're on to Lesson 4, which is your role in the missionary task. There's two parts of this within this particular lesson as you go through it. I want to show it to you briefly on my screen, and I want you to know that this is, in essence, from a video perspective, a shorter video, but with regard to the expectations of this lesson, reading through it, and then especially thinking and considering it, I hope that of the 4 lessons that you've gone through so far, this would actually take you the most time. Why? Because I want you to investigate. I want you to look at ways in which you can participate in God's glory being made known among the nations, your role that you play, and then also, because we're all supposed to be a part of a local church, how does your local church factor into this? So there's 2 particular pages that we have for this God's Glory Among the Nations booklet that I really want you to give careful attention to. First of all, it's on this page, page 84, and it gives you a variety of different ways that you can really think and consider about you individually, your role in the mission of God. So you got all these different types of words. And this wasn't available for me when I was wrapping up as a college student at Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama, but I did utilize the IMB's website when I graduated there because I, together with a friend of mine, we wanted to go and explore somewhere in the world. And so we went to IMB's website at the time. I think it had some kind of tag called Go Task, and we looked at it, and there was an opportunity for us to explore our role in participating in the mission of God. And so we looked and explored the different types of short-term trips that they offered at that particular moment in time. And the funny part in this particular moment was that my friend Michael, who was doing this with me, he selected 10 places in the world. I selected 10 places, 10 trips on this website in the world, and 3 of them matched. And the 3 that matched were Peru, Nepal, and Malaysia. And Michael said to me over the phone, as he was talking to me, he says, "I think we should go to Malaysia." And I said, "Michael, why should we do that?" And he says, "I heard that they have cool beaches." I wish that there was a more spiritual reason than why we went to Malaysia, but at the time, God actually used that. We thought we were going to Malaysia because there were cool beaches. The place that we were assigned, in fact, did not have any cool beaches. We were dropped off at a family's home, a Muslim family's home, and we lived there for the entirety of the summer. They didn't speak any English. I didn't know, and Michael didn't yet know their language. It was a very weird and wonderfully fascinating summer, as God used that then to call me and my wife and my kids back to go and serve in Malaysia. And it's amazing in how God used just a simple step at that moment to project me into a life of wanting to just be obedient to whatever he says and whatever he tells me to do. So this is why I want you to take some time, because for some of you, you need to take a look at this tab and to spend some time exploring the short-term mission trips that you can engage in the missionary task alongside IMB teams. You can learn about people groups. There's a variety of different things that you can participate in. Of course, you are going through one of those, which is learning right now through God's glory among the nations. I really expect you to look at each one of these, to click on each one of these, and to have a prayerful attitude and mindset as you think about your role in the mission of God. And then equally so, that you would spend some time thinking about these things right here, your church's role. Every one of us should be a part of a local church. And as we are part of local churches, just like it happened in the book of Acts with the church at Antioch, it continues to happen this day, where God is raising up people from amongst us to be sent out. How then do the rest of us, as we're considering it, but some of us are called to be in our communities, to be in our immediate contexts, what roles then can we play? I want you to carefully think about these different ones, the ways in which that you could mobilize your church towards more giving, towards more going, towards more caring for missionaries. Let me just say this, please listen to this. Please take care of people who are sent out. local churches need to stand up to this opportunity to love and support young people, old people, single, married, married with kids, all these different types who have gone and answered the call to make disciples of all nations. Local churches back here in the United States context need to do a far better job of loving and supporting them in their journey. So think about this and then go through the rest of this particular lesson. Don't for 1 second just quickly glance through this. Let this be a benefit and blessing to your heart as you're seeing these things. Man, the role of suffering in God's mission. Having just taught a class here at Level College called Persecution and Martyrdom yesterday and today, it's more and more important in the chaotic landscape that we see with regard to the local church for us to have a better understanding of the role of suffering in God's mission and how important that plays a role. Okay, so take a look through this. It's a wonderful starter right there. And as you go through the rest of it, you will then have an opportunity, like with every lesson, to respond through quizzes and through class discussions. All right, God bless you.